John Pearman, where are we?
We're at the church on Oakfield Road in Liverpool, and we're here today to present money to the local community, all raised by the efforts of the fans, and I emphasise that, by the fans at our Kevin Keegan night just down the road at Hotel Anfield on November the 19th, was it? And
I think it was the 18th,
the
wasn't
18th,
it?
yeah.
It was a hell of a night, I can understand why.
Yeah, which was the anniversary of the birth of Red All Over the Land. We're here today to help these people enjoy the fruits of our labour.
Well, look who's just showed up at the church. It's the voice of Anfield, George Sefton.
Yes.
How are you?
In Anfield, who would have thought that? Yeah, I've been here for ages, 12 hours I don't think. I'm fine, a bit windy. Yeah. I feel at home, obviously, although I don't live in Anfield. I've spent most of my life floating around this quarter of the world, and in fact my car could find its way on its own now.
How many years have you been the voice of Anfield?
Well, this is this will be 53rd season, I think. I was starting to lose track. It was 71 I started, so we're coming up to 2024. If God spurs me, it'll be 53. There's a cut-off point at which I'll lose my marbles. It hasn't quite hit yet, but it won't be long. Who are you again?
I'm Graham Mack. Do you remember me from November the 18th? Because we had a night with Kevin Keegan at Hotel Anfield that John Pearman put on for Red All Over the Land. And it was quite fitting because he made his debut the same day you did at Anfield.
Right,
yeah, so 2 Anfield debuts there.
Yes,
Let's have a look.
There he is. This you?
Yeah. I haven't made my debut yet.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
Ricky Tomlinson, why are you here today?
I'll tell you why I'm here today, lads, because first and foremost, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I love the place, I know everyone who comes here. I'm a Scouser born and bred, and I love to be part of something that has given something back to the community. I love it.
You were here last year as well, weren't you?
I was here last year, yes.
So how important is this to you then?
Well, I come back to apologise for my behaviour last year. That's why I'm here, really, if anyone knows. No, I love it, lad. I love this area. I'm reared in this area. I was raised in this area 80 odd years ago, lad, and I love the people in it, and I love the places. I love Anfield. I was at Anfield for the last match. I love it.
The royal family, always a big part of people's Christmas, a lot of people's Christmas. You're also on the telly this Christmas though, aren't you?
I've got loads on this year, kid. Me and Sue Johnson, Ricky and Sue take a trip or two. Then an hour documentary, and then a documentary about where my DNA came from, where I ended, and you will never believe where my story finishes. In Anfield football ground, that's all I can tell you.
When's it on?
Over the Christmas period, I don't know.
And it'll be on streaming as well. What channel is it? What
You've got to get the TV Times or the radio. I mean, we've got that much, honestly, God, I've got to keep working. Well, I don't want to, my wife said I've got to. So,
Ricky Tomlinson, thank you so much.
it's a pleasure, lad, thank you.
Christmas dinner. We want to give something back to the community. Like a lot of people know Spirits of Shankly in relation to the big things we do in terms of taking on UEFA, getting all the money back for the fans, like he went to the Paris debacle, getting the head of security sacked. He went on October the 1st, if you didn't know. But there are other things that Spirits of Shankly do which are more community focused. Like, so the church is a great partner of ours. We do things like, we have a music club, basically, like we have a guitar club, we have design club, we run a food pantry in Toxteth, feeding 15,000 people. Like, so we try to do lots of different things in the community. This night has been made, this day has been made possible as well because we've had a fantastic donation from Red All Over the Land. I don't know whether you know Red All Over the Land, but they're the last actual fanzine that's left. Basically everything's on the internet now, isn't it? Everybody just reads, like on the web, but basically John Pearman organised a Kevin Keegan night in Hotel Anfield, and it was great actually, by the way, Kevin Keegan. And we did a raffle, and we managed to get £4,000, and that's what's helped to pay for this. And also, anything that's left, any monies that we've got left will be going to fan support and food banks so that we can help people right across the city. So That's it. I'd just like to welcome John onto the stage because he's going to present us with this check. So.
Hope it doesn't bounce. I read all over the land, although I originated from Leicestershire, I've always had roots in Liverpool because my mother was born in Bootle, in Berry Street in Bootle, and it was only when it was bombed in the war that she had to move and she met my dad down south. He was not into football, although his father played professionally at the turn of the other century. And I think he was on about £2 a week, so we were rich. We're not. But we've always tried to support the community through the fanzine, initially starting obviously with the Hillsborough families, then we worked with the HJC, who were absolutely fantastic with us, and God bless Jerry. And little bits we moved on. We did things with Parkinson's, and then the food banks and a few other things. But going back now to last August, I met up with Paul in a cafe near Central Library, and I told him we wanted to do something, but I didn't know where we could give the money to, because last year we did something and we did it to Abbey Lawns, which was just close to Hotel Anfield, just down the road from the ground. Unfortunately, that closed in January. I hope that's not an omen. But Paul said about doing something for the community here today, and this is what we set out to do. We didn't have a figure in mind. We'd have been happy to have paid for the turkeys or the crackers, but it went on and on and on. And a good friend of mine, Graham Mack, who's here, he hosted the show. We had George Sefton. I'm sure anybody who's ever been to Anfield knows George, the voice of Anfield, for over 50 years. Vicky and Regan, we'll get there. What Regan does, honestly, is amazing. She creates cushions and such like things. She's got her own little workshop over in Birkenhead, near Camel Laird, and she does demonstrations. She's one fantastic person. She made us a cushion, and it raised £150 on the night. So give a little round of applause to this lady. What she's achieved in her life is a tribute to not only her, but her mother Vicky as well. We've also invited along today Sammy, who's from the community shop, and they're now based at where the LSE studio is outside the ground, up on Stanley Park, and also on every Thursday at the church opposite the COP. So if you ever get the chance, drop in there, and we're hoping today to donate something to the church. But at the end of the day, it's all about coming here and helping the local community. That's what we set out to do. And so I can shut up and let you get back onto your dinner, I'll just give this to Paul before it folds and say thank you to Paul for his support. Thank you to everybody that's helped serve the food today. Seen some faces doing stuff I never thought I'd see them do. And yeah, it's brilliant. We're proud to be part of the Anfield community. We've been going for 28 years. I'd like to try and make it to 30. That'll be up to somebody else. But yeah, thank you very much for coming along.
I see the skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. sky. They're also on the faces of the people passing by. As he fell, shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll know much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful